So you guys, I hate New Jersey, and I was pushed over the edge yesterday because I was finally dragged out there, somewhat against my will, and because I've held in my New Jersey hatred for years. Like this all started when I had like a manager who was a total mean girl, many moons ago, and I was working at like a classy store in Soho, and she turned it into the Jersey Shore. Um, Super tacky, super loud mouth. She got ahead, she got where she is because in that type of a company, like you get places if you're a mean girl, which she totally was. But and I was like a makeup artist at the time. And here's what I'm gonna get into. When I was a makeup artist at the time, she would try to recreate my makeup looks, like, and she would like do it like really clumpy and stuff. And like I knew how to do it. Like I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but like I kind of, I got into makeup because I'm a fashion girly. Like I was into like the editorials and stuff like that. And New Jersey people, they don't know how to do stuff classy. Like they don't they try to look upscale a lot of the time, but their version of like they don't know how to do upscale the way that the Upper East Side girls or the Long Island, Connecticut, Hamptons girls do. They're very just like wear too much makeup, wear something very loud. And I'm gonna get into the American Dream Mall, and I guess because I accidentally parked in the luxury wing or whatever I think it's called, the Avenue of the American Dream, which I guess it's supposed to be like a fantasy. First of all, so this is what I would liken it to. I don't know if people wear Orons anymore, but I saw a bright pink pair of Orons on Depop for a really good price, and I was genuinely so torn on it because on one hand it was like a classic sandal, but on the other hand it was bright magenta pink. It was magenta, and I felt like the magenta factor took away from the classic Hermes factor. And I feel like bright pink Orons are how New Jersey people navigate being upscale because they have no taste. It's just very consumerism. I feel like New Jersey is consumerism final boss. It's just very capitalism. And there's no taste, there's no character, there's no style. It's just like it's just very logo designer bling. Like there's nothing, it's just straight that, and there's like, and they like to be show offy, but like that's not, like, if you have real style, you don't need to try to show off. And New Jersey people who try to do all that have no real style. Also, I don't think they're tax free anymore because let me tell you, with the American Dream. So first of all, I starting with parking at the American Dream. Oh my God, starting, and there's so many things wrong with New Jersey because I've hated this place for years. I've just finally had it, with New Jersey. And like, so where I live is near like one of the biggest malls in the state. And I've never heard of paying for parking. And of course it's not as big as the American Dream Mall because all that New Jersey has to offer is malls and shopping, because apparently it's tax free, which I don't know if it is anymore because I was certainly charged tax. But I was just looking for it. Like I thought this was tax free, like whatever. But like I don't know if there's like a specific, I never looked into it. I just thought I wouldn't be charged any taxes for anything, but they charge for freaking parking. And I couldn't believe it because I live around a mall. It was like one of the biggest malls or whatever. I lived around the mall, and like, I've never heard of anyone. You don't pay for parking unless it's valet. I've never heard about it. And like that mall that I lived around or whatever, like has like high end stores and stuff like that. No one, like Neiman Marcus, no one pays for parking. It's very much like I forget what that name mall is called in Westchester with that giant Neiman Marcus. I forget what the Westchester, something like that. Even like there, no one pays for parking. Why are we paying for parking at the American Dream? It's humongous mall. Like very busy. Like, why are we paying for parking? I've never heard of that unless you're doing ballet. I'm going to continue this because I was overstimulated. I'm running out of storage though, but I was overstimulated and I have more to complain about.